Sweet Home Season 3 story details reveal that the best thing about Song Kang's Hyunsoo will return after the character missed most of Season 2. Given how large the Sweet Home cast has become, it is easy to forget the show started as a character-focused story centered on Hyunsoo, who lost all of his family in a car accident. Hyunsoo was the first documented case of a special infectee, or neo-human, in Sweet Home, meaning he was cursed but never fully transformed into a monster. Since then, Hyunsoo has learned how to use his monster powers to his advantage, such as when he turns parts of his body into weapons. This does come at a price, though, as Hyunsoo always has to control his monster self. Sweet Home star Song Kang gets to play essentially two different versions of Hyunsoo, one of which represents everything evil about the character. Evil Hyunsoo will return in Sweet Home Season 3. Song Kang will get to play the darker version of Hyunsoo again. Hyunsoo looking scary in Sweet Home Season 3. The first Sweet Home 3 teaser revealed as part of Netflix's 2024 K-content slate trailer, combined with the official synopsis for the new season, confirms that the dark side of Hyunsoo will return. Although this is not surprising considering how Season 2 ended, it increases the anticipation for what Sweet Home Season 3 will deliver. Seeing Hyunsoo struggle to control his monster self has always been one of the best things about Sweet Home, yet there was not much of it in Season 2. Hyunsoo is now more powerful than ever, but he is still not in full control. Sweet Home's monster curse is more than just a zombie virus that takes over someone's brain, it is more of a metaphysical transformation in which an alter ego is created. It is almost as if there is an alternate plane of reality inside each contaminated person where the evil alter is waiting to take over. Hyunsoo's monster self represents all the suppressed feelings and desires he has, including all the anger and sadness he has accumulated since the death of his family. Whereas Hyunsoo is a good person who always wants to help others, his monster alter is selfish. Will Hyunsoo be the villain in Sweet Home Season 3? Sweet Home Season 3 could take a tragic turn. Sweet Home Season 2's ending indicated that Hyunsoo could become a problem in Season 3, especially because of how he talked to Eun-yu at the hospital. Every time Hyunsoo's monster self takes over, all the life and energy seems to disappear from his eyes, and the character takes on a darker, sad look. When asked where he was going to go now, the monster Hyunsoo ironically smiled at Eun-yu. Therefore, it is difficult to predict what Song Kang's character will do next, but it does not seem like he will just rejoin his old group. Sweet Home Season 3's teaser and official images see Hyunsoo wearing an all-black fancy suit and walking alongside Eun Hyuk, who is also a monster now. The two characters may be working for Ui Myung, who wants to create a new world for the neo-humans. Hyunsoo was against Ui Myung's approach and would never hurt his friends, yet he also believed that monsters and neo-humans should not be hunted. This could create a complex scenario in which Song Kang's character will have to choose. Sweet Home Season 3 needs to nail Hyunsoo after Season 2's problems. Song Kang's character barely appeared in Season 2. A custom image of Hyunsoo, Eun Hyuk, and Eun-yu in Sweet Home Season 3 custom image by Marcelo Leite. Regardless of in which direction Sweet Home 3 takes Hyunsoo's story, the show needs to nail the character after his lack of screen time in Season 2. Moving away slightly from the protagonist to introduce the new Sweet Home characters makes sense, but Season 2 could have used more of Hyunsoo. After losing the fight against Ui Myung in Episode 3, Song Kang's character would only show up again in Episode 7. Most of Hyunsoo's character development in Sweet Home 2 happened off-screen, which cannot be the case for Season 3. This is especially true if Sweet Home ends with Season 3.